Hey, what's up? This is George Shamoun. I want to welcome you to this video. As you saw the title, it's about Linux commands and how to learn Linux commands. So, if you have any question while I am presenting, submit them in a comment, and on and off, I'll be looking at the comment box. I can answer you, and hopefully, I have the answers for you. And if I don't, I will. Direct you to another resource, but I should be able to help you if you're uh, a Linux user or you want to start using Linux. And I want to talk to you about how to learn how to use Linux commands. What do you need? What resources? And how to get started. And I added a note about a course I have online and a discount. So if you're interested in joining the course, check out the link. And I'm given a 50% off discount until the end of February. So basically, it will be 97 over to maybe about 48, $49 plus taxes, I think. So it's very cheap. Uh, Take advantage of the offer now. And if not, you can get a lot of benefits here on those videos. And I have a lot of videos on YouTube, even if you don't have, you don't need to join any course and also there are a lot of free information online and there are a lot of courses uh, in other resources. So yeah, so like I said, if you have any questions, submit it in a comment. So again, this is about learning Linux commands. So the first method how to learn Linux is to do a search on the internet. First, before anything else, uh, you have to have Linux installed on your machine. You have to have access to the terminal. If you don't have access to the terminal, you can't even do anything. You can't even try the commands you can learn, whether you do a search on the internet or you have a book or you're taking an online course. You're not going to be able to do anything. So you have to make sure you have access to the terminal. And uh, there are different methods of accessing the terminal. First, you can install it on your computer. First, myself, I have a computer dedicated for Linux. It's only running Linux. I used to do like dual boot, install Windows and Linux together. Then I changed. Then so at the end, I have a a computer running Linux only, nothing else. It's fully dedicated for Linux. And so, welcome, Divinity is the GOAT. Hi, welcome to the live stream. So, again, installing now, if you don't have a computer fully dedicated for Linux, and let's say most of us have a Windows computer or Mac. I think Mac have access to the terminal too. You can use it, but let's talk about most people are using. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you. So. Uh, So if you have a Windows machine, you can also use the virtual machine. You can use there are so many ways to use a virtual box. So basically, it's a hypervisor, which is an operating system running on a top of your operating system. It's a virtual machine, so you can install Linux as a virtual machine on your Windows computer, and that's another way to access Linux terminal. So welcome, guys. Mini Madawag. Hi, thank you for joining, guys. Thank you so much. Submit your questions if you have any questions about learning Linux and Linux commands, or if you're already using Linux, let me know so we can talk about it. I can help you with the knowledge I have. I have basic knowledge about using commands, but my knowledge, and I have a course, I have the link in the description. uh, my knowledge is great for somebody who's starting new, or a beginner, or somebody who intends to learn Linux. If you're very advanced, you will know those what I'm talking about, and you'll know more than me, maybe. But this is for somebody like me, have the basic knowledge, and they wanna. So This is my course here. If you're interested, you know, it's uh, it's 97. With this coupon code, it becomes 50% off. It will be 48, $49 plus taxes. So I'm not gonna keep talking about my course. So I mentioned a couple times, that's enough, you know. But there are a lot of free resources online, and there are Udemy. There are so many platforms that you can use, you know. So again, you have to have Linux terminal installed. The second option, you can do a search on the internet. So start looking on the internet. Let's say you go to Google. Just type, how do I use Linux commands? You get a lot of resources, and you'll get a lot of information. And since you have the terminal and you have access to the terminal, then you start typing those commands, you know. So and also you can get another resource. You can get a book. Myself, I like books. It doesn't matter what kind of resources I'm using nowadays. Even we are in 2025, and most of us, turn to the internet and to social media and for information. Maybe not everybody likes books anymore, but myself, I like them. I think books are essential for learning any skills besides what you're using, online courses, the internet, you know. That's why I always buy books, even though sometimes I don't look in the books, I don't open it, but I like to have it as a backup, as another resource besides the internet and the online courses, what I use. And the Linux, I have a Linux book here I can show you. It's not for beginner, I think, but it's right here. Let me show you. It's how Linux works, and I bought a book. Then I forgot that I have it. I bought, so I don't. I have two copies now of this same book. You know, it's good as a reference, but I don't recommend it for somebody starting new. For somebody starting new, there is a book, the same series, but uh, it says Linux commands, I think, not how Linux works, you know. But there are a lot of resources, a lot of books online, you know. Just get to any resource online and find books, you know, Linux commands for beginners or something, and you can find a lot of them. So this is another way. Another method is to take a course in person or online, because there are a lot of online courses that you can take too, like live session, live teaching. You know, like a teacher is teaching you online live. You know, but this can be expensive, and nowadays most people are going through online courses with some help. You know. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions, please submit it in the comments so I can answer you now. What book are you talking about? Welcome, vibing, and thanks for your question. Let me show you the book I have. You know, I'm showing you what I have, but it doesn't mean that's the only book, you know. But I like this series because it gives you a lot of information and you can understand it as a beginner and advanced. This is the book I have, How Linux Works. Do you see it? Let me flip the screen 1 second. Flip the screen. Yeah, this one here. It's how Linux works. This series for Brian Ward is good, you know. So, but there are, if you open the back of this one, there are a lot of books that shows you uh, what he has, you know. And there's one, the one I recommend, not this one. If you want to learn Linux commands, you know, this one is more advanced. The one I have, I recommend this one. This one here. Uh, this the Linux command line. This one, this one will be this one will be a better option if you're new, you know, as a reference for using. Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, yeah. But there are other resources. There's another series of books I like. Let me show you. It's the this one here, the easy steps. This is another series of books. I like it, you know, because they're easy and they give you color text and the pictures. You know, it's like you think it's for kids, but it's not. You know, it's like I have one for let me flip the screen again. So I have one for JavaScript. I'm learning JavaScript, and I have another one for Python, for Python. So this series is good, in easy steps, and they're very, very cheap books. I think it's about 12. Let me see, about 15, $16 in the US. So you can buy those from Amazon. They have them. So by the way, guys, I'm not affiliated with those books. I'm just showing you what I have. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Are you interested in learning Linux? Do you use it? Are you familiar with it? Uh, do you work? What industry are you in? Do you go to college? Let me know so we can talk. This is a two-way conversation. So you can ask me questions, you can share your opinions, and every question is important for me. There is no simple questions or naive question. Any questions you submit is important, but I may not be able to answer every question for you, but I'll do my best. So and also make sure you subscribe, because I am trying to grow